And if you are planning on seeing the Queen lying in state over the next few days, then have a look at this next part of the programme for you, because we've got some information. Trains are going to be running through the night to help as many people as possible get to London to pay their respects. But there is a warning that those queues could be as long as 30 hours or more. And mourners will pay their respects to the Queen lying in state at Westminster Hall. The queue will wind its way back across Lambeth Bridge. There it goes to the South Bank, and from there travel across the Thames and could stretch all the way back to Southwark Park. Well, our reporter Layla Hayes is in Westminster for us right now. Layla, good to talk to you. I know the weather's not brilliant. What does the queue look like at the moment? Are people starting to think about gathering?
Yes, they are, Dan. There aren't many people in the queue yet, but from tomorrow we expect that the queue will be snaking along this path here behind me, right by the River Thames. And as you say, they will then cross Lambeth Bridge on their way to Westminster Hall. The Queen will lie in state from 5 o'clock tomorrow until 6:30 a.m. on the day of the funeral. And the hall will be open 24 hours a day to allow members of the public to file past. Earlier, I spoke to those first in the queue to pay their respects.
61-year-old Delroy Morrison is fourth in the queue to see the Queen lying in state. He arrived last night and was determined to come early so he could tell his 16 grandchildren that he was here.
It's important to me to be here because I want to come and pay my last respect for my Queen. So for me to give a few hours in the outdoor, that's nothing compared to 70 years, looking after her people. So I'm willing to make that sacrifice.
Grace joined the queue with marmalade and memorabilia. A carer for 22 years, she says it was the Queen who cared for us, and losing her has been devastating.
Very, very emotional. I lost my mom 10 years ago, but I still cry because you lose your mom, you haven't got another mom. I still cry. But I don't know how I'm going to feel it there. It's so sad to see her. You saw her on the telly 3 days, and then 3 days gone, you said I'm gone. So you should be shocked and sad.
Outside Buckingham Palace, thousands are still queuing to lay flowers in Green Park. The bouquets, tributes and heartfelt messages growing daily. Preparations for the Queen's state funeral are now in full swing. And with so many visitors descending on the capital, some say this will be the biggest security challenge the UK has ever faced.
I've heard numbers of 1 million, even 2 million being spoken of. I think the difference between this event and the Olympics in particular is that, of course, this is compressed into a much shorter time span and a much smaller geographic area, which of itself creates really significant challenges.
Transport bosses say trains will run through the night to get as many people as possible to London to pay their respects. The queues will be long and patience will be needed. Layla Hayes, 5 News.